Hello everybody, it's that time of the week again. As always, I am Technomagus, and welcome to my stream. We are now on part 16 of Final Fantasy V Advance. So when we left off from last week, I've done a little bit of leveling since then, as you can see. Changed around my party a little bit. Now, if you remember, we blew up one of the towers, creating the barrier to Extes Castle. So let's go ahead and kick that guy's ass now. So in we go. Well, looks like people have gotten here ahead of us. Wait, what do you mean we can't do anything? Oh, you kidding? Alright. Well, we can't avenge Shizat just yet. We have to first go find a way into Extes Castle. So let's go to the sunken island where Guido was drowned and see if we can find his remains and see if he has any idea on what to do next. Now, right now I have Ferris in the Samurai class. Its base ability, Zeninage, is better known as Coin Toss. Essentially, it spends gil in your that you have available to deal a massive amount of damage based on your level. It is very expensive to use, but if you have the gil to spare, it can help you seriously clear out enemies very quickly. Alright, so Guido's cave is that little white dot in the middle of the map, so we need to go north. There it is. Alright. Nope. Let's go ahead and get a free heal, just because we can. Alright. So just like with entering the barrier tower, instead of climbing up, we have a dungeon we need to climb down. Ooh, treasure. Yes. Now, in case you're wondering, the weapon Bartz is using right now is a weapon called the Twin Lance. It is a rare steal from an enemy in the basement of Ball Castle. Oh, I get it. Alright, so instead of actually having treasure, these 5 chests control the doors in the dungeon. Let's see if you have anything I care about. Nope. Alright, so let's go exploring. Oh, switch. Alright, necessary switch is necessary. So, the immediate right door, it leads to nowhere. The immediate left door most likely leads to the further path. So, let's go ahead and see if we can get to the far left door. Wow, you have absolutely nothing worth stealing. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, the weapon that Bartz is using right now is called the Twin Lance. It is a rare steal from the enemy called the Object d'Art, which is found on the lower floor of Ball Castle, where there is the unopenable door. It hits twice every time you attack with it. Ninjas and thieves can equip it. Let's see. And since ninjas can dual wield, yeah. Basically a single target rapid fire. These guys are annoying. One good thing about katanas, they have an extremely high crit rate. Alright, that one leads to the, that one leads further into the dungeon, so... That one leads nowhere. It's always the last one. Now these Metamorph enemies, if you give them a chance, do have the ability to transform into something else. I'm not entirely sure if they take on the full properties of the enemy, including health and everything. But, as you can see, it definitely cost me some experience and money. I'm not going to bother with actually trying to steal or control it. I'm just going to kill this thing. Okay, and up here is a complete waste. Awesome. Alright, so now we need to go and fill in the lower left chest. Oh, also, while I was on the break, or over the weekend, I got a new summon, Technomagus, who is hidden in an over in an area to the north, in the northwest. There's a forested area that Technomagus is hiding in. I'll show where it is after we talk to Guido. Yay, Bart's leveled up his job. Alright, so now we are on the 3rd floor, and let's see what's down here. Alright. Well, actually, do you actually have anything worthwhile? Probably not. Actually, let's see if Catoblepas works on you. Nope. That's the thing about Catoblepas. What it does is it attempts to, inflict stone on all enemies, and just like with all status attacks, it will only actually appear if it's a successful hit. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's a hidden passage over there. Alright. Well, we'll check it down there in just a minute. Oh yay, Ferris now has the ability to coin toss outside of the samurai class. Should probably heal. Lena is running a little low on health. Alright, That's good. Alright, nothing over here, so let's go down that hidden passage. That's a nice little feature of the katana that Ferris currently has equipped, the Wind Slash. It casts Wind Slash randomly. Convenient. Oh, got a switch. Well, let's go down those stairs and see where they lead. Once we can actually, you know, get past all of the excessive amounts of enemies. Rapid Fire is such a wonderful ability. I can't wait until more characters learn it. It's learned via mastering the Ranger class, which Lena is actually on her way to doing. She only needs another 230 AP. She'll get there, eventually. Now, Rapid Fire is best used with the Spellblade class, simply because of their ability to switch their elemental affinities and essentially exploit enemies. Yay! Useless. Ah. Actually, wait a minute. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. Alright, that's enough fighting these guys. Actually, no. It is 3 AP per fight. Might as well take advantage of it. Oh great, it can turn into Shiva. Fortunately, Shiva dies really easy. Ride the turtle! Okay, maybe not. This is not Final Fantasy VI. Oh, it's the turtle! Bart's, you're a dumbass. No, Galoof, no you can't. Haven't you learned this by now? Emotionally, though, Bars has given him scars that will last a lifetime. In case you're wondering, Guido essentially just said that Exdeath is a tree. It's a stick. Alright, so we now have our the next leg of our quest. So let's go ahead, time mage real quick. And teleport back to our sub. Saves a little bit of time from having to crawl back through. Alright, and put Bart's back in ninja mode. Okay, so now that we have instructions on where to go next, first we need to completely ignore that. Because I'm going to show you where to pick up Catavlepus. So up here to the north, this little cave entrance here, you can enter, and we'll actually heal up before we go. Alright, so go ahead and exit the sub. Now, in this little cave area, there are two types of enemies. There are the Druid enemy and the Ironback enemy. Druids come in groups of 3. Ironbacks come in groups of 3. Or you can get a mix of 1 Druid, 1 Ironback. And if you fight a group of 3 Druids, they're actually pretty decent for grinding on, simply because they give you 5 AP per group of 3 that you defeat. And they're really not that hard to defeat. Relatively speaking. Though they do have the magnet ability, which can mess with your row setup. But they give a decent chunk of experience and money, and they also give you 5 AP. Now, this forest here is where you can find Catoblepas. It is a random encounter, just like how Golem was back at the Dragon Vale. Now, since I've already killed Catoblepas, he won't actually be showing up. But there is something else over here, and that's this little forest here. Look, it's a Chocobo forest. And hey, it's Chocobo! Why not? That's a very insensitive thing to say, Bartz. Alright, well, that's pretty much all that's available here, so let's go ahead and head on over to Moor. We've pretty much, at this point, pretty much everything we can do has been done. Now, the thing to be careful with the Ironback enemies is they have very high defense and they hit really hard. They can easily hit for upwards of 600 some damage. Fortunately, they have like next to no defense to magical attacks, so you can just burn them out with Titan, essentially. Alright, so now that we have completed that little sidetrack, Moor is that glowing white dot on the far left-hand side of the screen. So to get there, we can just sail straight south and around. And down and around. And then up into this little nook here. And once you get here, you can just surface. And here we are at the town of Moor. Oh hey, piano. Let's go level up our playing skill. Yay! There's apparently a Moogle nearby. We'll need to find him at some point, probably. Oh, and actually, while we're here, let's go ahead and loot the equipment shop, see if there's anything new worth buying. Alright. I'm not sure which is the better... Oh, actually, I don't want to upgrade Galoof's headgear just yet, because he has the Hypno Crown, which makes controlling enemies a lot easier, which is important for getting blue magics. Alright, so... switch him back to the Hypno Crown. I like the Wind Slash better simply because of the random attack all enemies ability of it. Alright, let's see if we have any new equipment that we want. Not really. Alright, so we'll leave that alone. Let's see, Ferris is... Okay, good. Ferris is still set for learning as her secondary. Alright, so the Forest of Moor is over this way. Right over here. That's going to have to be saved for the next video, however, so I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break here, and when I come back, we will enter the Forest of Moor and go after X-Death. See you guys in